The work of caring for each other is the most important labor in our society. That was always true, but the coronavirus has changed everything. In this moment, we've all come to see that care work is a matter of life and death. With or without a pandemic, every day of every year, care workers are underpaid and underappreciated. Care work is essential work. It also happens to be climate work.
We're looking at the aftermath of one of the strongest storms ever to tear across the ocean.
Governor of California declaring a statewide emergency.
Winds continue howling across the island.
Every time disaster strikes, care workers are on the front lines saving lives. And caring for each other doesn't create a lot of pollution. Care jobs are green jobs, and we need more of them. This short film was shot before COVID-19 turned our worlds upside down. We spoke to care workers and their advocates about their experiences in a world that was already in crisis. And they shared exciting visions for how care can anchor a new kind of economy.
Every year, there's a new disaster. Well, we've definitely seen it in California, that we've been hit by wildfires over the last couple of years, a lot of them. And caregivers are there with their clients, with elders in their homes, and sometimes in remote locations. Up in Napa, we saw the wildfires where Teresa Santos was a Filipino caregiver who died with her client there because she refused to leave her client who was non-ambulatory.
People who are vulnerable when we have these horrible storms that are happening because of the climate change are people in institutions. They're the last community to be thought of when it comes to evacuations. As you saw, people in nursing homes killed because they didn't have power, machines weren't working right for them to breathe or for them to be cleaned. They were drowning in those horrible buildings because they were left behind.
When Typhoon Haiyan happened, I had a phone call if I would like to volunteer for the Philippines. I didn't have any second thoughts because I really felt that they need me. When I arrived there, I see the devastation. It was very painful. Nurses are healers, and we're always out there to help, no matter what.
Care work itself is low carbon, it's not extractive, and it's actually a huge part of our economy. Care work is one of the fastest growing jobs. Every 8 seconds, someone turns 65 in this country, which means that the need for care is actually growing exponentially. People don't see it because they haven't valued it yet in terms of the infrastructure that it provides to our whole society to function. But the care infrastructure is one way that we can also shift the economy.
A Green New Deal can't just be about electric cars, right? It can't just be about electric school buses. It has to put people's needs at the forefront of how we organize our society. And right now, we have a lot of needs because of what the fossil fuel industry has done to us.
If you are planning or doing a policy or a program, and you don't have people who are directly impacted sitting at that table, or if your table is homogeneous, meaning all white, all male, all cisgendered, right, all something, then it's wrong. The program you're creating is wrong. And so we have to start from there.
If we made a massive investment in our schools just to hire more teachers and to lower class sizes, you know, think about what it would do for our society if every student in the United States had a teacher that wasn't maxed out, you know, that could call home, you know, regularly to parents, right? And build relationships with parents as well as students. Teachers who were intimately familiar with the goals and dreams of their students and could meaningfully foster them.
I think a green job to me is a good job. A good job that is not harming the planet. Wages need to be good. We need to have health benefits. We have so many caregivers providing care that they'll never be able to afford themselves. And most of the time they don't have health care. When you have a good job that gives you stability and gives you flexibility so that you also then can be an actor in, creating a good green society, I think that's a good green job.
It's vital work. This is a hugely important job for our society. We need to be putting people to work. Why wouldn't we be putting people to work where we need to be taking care of people?
In this pandemic, elders, people with disabilities, and care workers are dying at rates that are utterly unacceptable. We can build a safer society, an economy based on caring for the earth and one another. But to do that, we must invest massively in our infrastructure of care. It's time for a bold approach, like universal family care, a program that guarantees care for all, for every one of us through every one of our life stages, with paid family leave, sick leave, and long-term care. An approach that creates huge numbers of good jobs and puts care work at the center of a healthy economy. We need this for the sake of our health, the safety and dignity of our oldest, our youngest, and our most vulnerable. And we need it for the health of the home we share with all living creatures.